Hello again, everyone. It's Dragonspark from Tamazone, and I'll be going through the drawers. We'll be starting with the first drawer in this video, and that's got all my loose pets and some other stuff in there. So this might take a while. It's full of things. I guess we'll start with the Dinky puppy, which is actually a Hidoriko puppy, but it's a very good clone. Well, shell-wise at least. It plays a bit differently. I've got a couple of these guys, so you might be seeing some throughout the video. And we'll start with my vintage hard cases. I've got two of the regular ones. None of their stickers have been used. And I've got one Angel Gotchi one. Again, no use in the stickers, but they have been opened. Not used, though. These are the instructions for my 4-in-1 Dinky. If I can just open it up a little bit to show you. I'm doing things with one hand here, and so we all know. So that's for the 4-in-1 Dinky pet. I had the teal one, but it's currently in the mail with a trade for Mirakucha for her white one. So I can't wait to get that one. And these are two more Dinky pets I got from Mochi Dreams. I've got the white Dinky Dino, Raku Dino Kun in this case, and the red Yuki Penguin. I've got about 3 of these guys now. Speaking of, these are my other 2 Yuki Penguins. These are pretty heavily used, but work perfectly. I've got teal and dark blue. I got these for a great deal. It was $7 for the pair. Not often I luck out like that. This is a non-functional My Virtual Baby. I've opened it up and I can't find out what's wrong with it for the life of me. It doesn't even look like it was made to function. I'll be trying to get this working because I've heard it's a Nano Baby clone, and Nano Babies themselves are quite expensive. Here is my Tamago, and it's the Mamechi with the Ringochi Deco. And I forget where I used to keep all the, I only had 2 other faceplates, so I just kept them behind this one, but now they're in a proper little case in here. Let's get this baggie out of the way. This is where I put some of the more valuable ones. This is another hard case that came with my Ocean. Or not my Ocean. I get confused because it is an Ocean case, the entire transparent blue one. But it came with a P2, which we'll see in the next video. These are some of the harder to find Gigapets. This is a Tweety Bird one, which I've never seen in package or anywhere before. I have Babe Gigapet, very cute, but I haven't quite figured out how to play with it yet. The game's baffling. I have a Gigapound. This one has a bunch of dogs on it. I've got the Giga Farm, which is another one I was pretty excited for. These things on the bottom are little feet that fold out, and they light up on the pluses. This one you can raise farm crops to feed your animals, which I thought was really neat. I've got a V3 in here. That one was in there to separate it from one I sold. Had 2 of the same pattern. This is the Gigapets Floppy Frog. I haven't run him yet, but I'd like to see if he's the one that croaks. Probably not. And I have my English Dinky Dino. I got him for $11, so he's the one I play with because it's kind of beaten up and ratty. We got some more stuff in here. This isn't really stuff. This is just a bag of really cute charms and stuff. But I keep it with my Tamagotchis because sometimes I attach them to them. That's completely irrelevant. Oh, here's the case. I saw somebody use the Game Boy case to keep their old faceplates in, so that's what I'm doing here, and it fits them pretty well. Let me just grab a handful here. These are just some actual Bandai Tamagotchis. We've got a V2 and the glow-in-the-dark V4. Let's see, we still got a whole bunch to get through. These are my Tamago figures. I was never into the whole figure thing, so I just got the ones that, if I want to, I can unlock the other ones with, and that's just the light one that came with it. Again, some more Bandai. There's a Celebrity Family Chi here. I like the design. It's pretty cute, fancy. Reminds me of a party. This is the PC Pack V4.5, the globe. Let's grab some odd pets to talk about here. This is the Kimiko Baby Bite, also known as Kimiko the Fosterling. It uses a slightly different display with lines instead of pixels. I haven't figured out how to run her yet, but she works, so I've heard they're really kind of confusing. The buttons are weird. This is the Toy Story Thinkway pet. I've got 2 of these, and I might be selling the other one. Just because I don't really need 2 of them. This is Fish Fish. Just Fish. And he's just a Hidoriko pet. So, nothing particularly extraordinary about him except for the name. And I also have a Chicken. These guys I picked up at a local garage sale for $1 a piece. So, I'm not really complaining. We've got the Sunflowers V4, which I like. They look kind of painted on. Oh, this thing won't focus very well, so you can't really see. This is a dinosaur odd pet that a friend gave me. He's really chewed up and natty and stuff, but he's a Hidoriko as well, I believe. And there's nothing spectacular about him other than the little sleepy Triceratops type dino. This is a V3 that just acts really weird. Only snacks raise happiness, so he's a real pain in the butt to play with. Not quite sure why he doesn't work. These are one of these V1s apparently still has a battery in it. Huh. And this one matches the first one I ever had. I think, or maybe it's another one, I don't remember. One of them, no, this one isn't the matching one. The matching V1 is this one here. I'd call it my first, but it got pickpocketed from me from the first day I had it, so my actual first one is this V1 here. This is the same one, and you can see I've sort of colored it in with Sharpie there. I don't know, I loved silver Sharpie for a while. And this is a Digipet by Kids Only. He's not very spectacular, but you can raise a crab on it, which I thought was really cute. Let's go for some Gigapets. Baby T-Rex, which actually behaves more like a nano. And my digital doggy. What's really nice about this one is it's one of the second wave speakers, so he actually barks. Now, his battery cover basically snapped in half, so it won't stay on anymore. So I'm looking for a new back cover for him, because the barking ones are a bit uncommon. I'm going a lot, sorry guys. Let's get a couple more. This is the V4 I bought to go with my glow-in-the-dark one. This one sort of weighs kind of a Japanese art-inspired design. I love the contrast with the red and the white and blue. It's very American, which is funny because I'm in Canada. Another one of the Dinky Puppies. They're all over. This is one of the Neopets handhelds. I have the Grundo and 2 of the deluxe ones, thanks to Atashi. These are really cool. They've got buttons and the little figure, which you can either put up top here in the model of the Lost Desert, or you can put them in here to activate the games, food, and medicine. Or you can just select them on standard icons if you don't want to be fancy. This guy takes 3 LR44 batteries, which is a bit odd. I thought it would have taken a AAA. This is a Cyber Pet 9-in-1, I think. Anyway, he's cool because if you see these extra letters here, he plays some arcade-type games like Frogger, Tetris, and a racing one. It's really hard to control and see on the tiny screen, but they raise his happiness too, and when you use the exercise function, you actually have to shake it. You can hear the thing rattling around in there. I've got another one of those in orange from Atashi, so they have a connection option. So I want to see what that does someday. This is just another V2, nothing spectacular. I got a whole bunch of these guys at a garage sale. More V2s. Wahey! I have the match for this V2 that came in a... no, I don't have the match, sorry. Or maybe I do, I can't tell. I don't know. There was a Best Friends pack that had 2 with stars on it. One of these is from it. Let's go with some weird chick pets now. I think they're both, this one's a Gyalpi type, but it's not entirely functional. There's some missing pixels and stuff, but I got it for, like, pennies from Tamagotchi Freak 06, Sarah, when she was auctioning off a bunch, and nobody else wanted it. It was, like, last minute, so I just put in a bid on it and got it with some other stuff I ordered. So that's pretty cool. This guy I got in an eBay lot with a Tamagotchi years ago. He was my very first odd pet. And he's not entirely functional. The batteries don't have enough pressure on them or something. So it was a real disappointment. But I'll get him to work someday. Two almost exactly the same nanos. But one's the second generation shell with the first generation nano kitty. I bought this guy when the reissues were still in store. In about, I want to say 04 to 06. One of those years. He's been pretty well played with. And this is the Nano Teddy, and I am not so fond of the second generation pets. They don't have quite the same life. But the shells are a lot nicer than the classics. Another V5 celebrity. Woo! Yeah. Let's get my 2 P2s out. I want to get a loose P1 to play with, too. These are some really funky shells. This one's just gorgeous. And this reminds me of He-Man's cat, whose name I can't remember, but the cat has a really cool matching color scheme. So, yeah, I'm a child of the 80s, despite not living through the 80s. This is my American Mini. Yeah, it's really tiny. Just grab a random connection. Really tiny. Really tiny. Anyway, yeah, I'll stop being ridiculous. Here's 2 more Giga Pets, but they actually run like nanos, kind of. The Micro Pup is a Nano Giga, as I heard somebody call them. He's a KFC special. Yum, KFC. Another KFC special. This is the Compu Kitty, I believe. No, Bitty Kitty. It's really hard to read, but that's why I had to take it out for him for a bit. I tried running him, but he got up an hour before I did and died. So, we'll try messing with the clock a bit. Here's my first V2. This color was like a dodo, no, not a dodo bird, that's a terrible, ivory woodpecker. I like birds, can you tell? They supposedly existed, but I didn't believe it. But my Uncle Jason got one for me for my birthday, so thanks to him, I have this gorgeous V2. And there's only a handful of the pets in here, but I'm going to show you this. Look, it's a Koopa. Yay! It's just a little cell phone charm. And here is a V4 and a 4.5 Asian Invasion. I have no idea why that name cracks me up, but it does. Look at all these pets. Woohoo! I wonder how they all fit in that drawer. And now the last 2 pets. There's this really funky music star. I don't know what it is about it, but I love this almost chartreuse color. Lime green, really cool. This was my first V3 snakeskin pattern. We drove all the way down to the States across the border to pick this guy up because they weren't coming out in Canada fast enough for me. So that is the first drawer, and you can see there's just a towel in there to protect them. So we'll clue this video, and I hope you stick around for the next 2 because we have 2 more drawers to go through. See you then.